Triple H would go on to say that if somebody is getting more over than somebody else, he needs to move them into the spot.
LA Knight, bro, he's literally getting over. Still, the fans are just behind this nigga. They Yo, what up? It's Ahmadjay back here with another video. Today we're about to be reacting to a video by WrestleMania. We got another Triple H video. The video is gonna be on Triple H got exposed again. What the hell has he said this time, bro? Like, I feel like he should just stop doing press conferences or just stay as a behind the scenes entity, bro. I feel like whatever he spill out is, I feel like whatever he starts talking a lot, they call him out on this shit when he doesn't do something in his booking, and it really has been showing. But let's just get into what he's been yapping about and getting exposed for this time. Let's get into it. Don't forget to leave a like and subscribe if you've been a WWE fan. I've been checking out a lot of wrestling stuff, and like, I be on here reacting to a lot of stuff, you know, like top list, and the WWE knowledge has never been a doubt. Let's just get into it.
Following SummerSlam this year, Triple H decided to take questions for the first time in quite a while, as this was initially stopped mainly because Triple H was uncomfortable addressing tough topics such as his creative directions, as well as the WWE status in names such as Brock Lesnar and Vince McMahon, and sometimes he would even get booed in front of a live crowd, which he certainly didn't like. But rather hilariously, this only occurred for night one of the show, as the comments caused so much backlash that Triple H clearly felt the heat. Triple H opened the floodgates once again with a nonsensical comment which greatly exposed his booking mentality and the standing of several WWE wrestlers right now. Be sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell for daily wrestling videos, and follow us on our new Facebook page.
Oh, the shit that they're doing with Dom right now, good God, man, it is terrible right now for the bro. He's been getting a great representation in AAA, but when he gets to the roster, Monday Night Raw, bro, they have bro losing to Danhausen, bro. Good God, bro. And the Danhausen presentation, they are shoving bro down everybody's throats. Like, it's cool and entertaining. He's entertaining, but like, there's a thing as of too much is really too much, bro. Like, y'all see him doing and booming merch sales, but like, yeah, you don't gotta shove him down our throats always, bro.
What it takes to be over. Now, the comments Triple H responded to were from Damian Priest, and the former world champion would state that he's sick of seeing the same names pushed to the moon in the company.
That's true.
And these comments from Priest were completely justified, and it was rather bold of him to say this publicly, as it could have impacted his standing in the company. In response to Priest, Triple H went on a long and winding rant, and he stated that the top performers in WWE have earned their spot and are selling tickets. Look, I get that. If you're the guy that wants to take the spot, it's frustrating when there's guys above you that have the spot. And that's the thing. We're in a period of time where there's a lot of top performers in top spots that over time have earned those spots and are selling tickets.
Man, the fucking same main event has been since 2020. Like, I like Roman, I like the Usos, but like, that shit getting boring. I'm not gonna cap to you, that shit's getting boring. I know people whine and complain about a lot of stuff in the wrestling sphere, but like, one thing we all got in common, we're getting tired of the bloodline. I'm sorry, it's been over phased too much. How many times ever are you gonna see Roman turn against the Usos, or Usos like break off, or and then, which is stupid right now, what are they supposed to be, heels or like faces? They are moving like heels. And then you getting Jacob to be Roman's lackey now, basically a Solo Sikoa 2.0, and I'm not liking it. Yeah.
It's not incredibly popular, so you really have to do something. The narrative of, it's my turn, I've been here for a while, there's no turns. That's not how it works. You earn a spot. At these initial comments, without a doubt, need dissecting. WWE right now is struggling to sell tickets. SmackDown last week barely had 5,000 fans in attendance, and this show had names such as CM Punk and Cody Rhodes featured on the broadcast. The top superstars in the WWE promotion right now. It ultimately means that the product isn't remotely hot, so even established names aren't even moving the needle in terms of ticket sales.
Which is crazy.
Ticket sales remain extremely expensive, yet the top names just aren't moving as many tickets as they were 2 to 3 years ago. Additionally, SummerSlam suffered a similar fate this year. Despite names such as Roman Reigns and Brock Lesnar wrestling on the card, the attendance was down significantly compared to last year. The stadium was half empty, and tickets only began to move when WWE reduced ticket prices to $25 a ticket.
And you would think this would be the most brilliant idea that they have. Lower the ticket sales. Keep them like that. In fact, just keep them like that. But they won't do that because they're so fucking thirsty for money. TKO will just never cease to be amazed by like all the WWE entities, and they always trying to take advantage of that. It's not good for the long run, and it's showing.
But this was only done in the later stages of selling the PLE. It was also worth noting that the WWE creative output isn't in the best place right now. WWE has been delivering a subpar product for over a year, and the big names can't say what has been a rough time in the creative department. But Triple H is also a hypocrite for saying this. When he was given his big break in 1999 in the main event scene, it was a hot topic amongst the fans that the game wasn't over enough for a main event level run. Nobody at that time was purchasing a ticket just to see the game in action. Even Stone Cold Steve Austin agreed, and this reportedly contributed to Austin not putting the game over at SummerSlam 1999. This doesn't exclusively apply to Triple H, yet there have been countless times WWE has put names.
I'm not gonna lie, if you like rewatch like stuff back and like around that age, I don't see them cheering on Triple H that much. Probably like when he was in DX and there he was surrounded by people, they were cheering him on. But like it was mostly just Stone Cold, The Rock, and a lot of people. You as you can see, you know, Shawn Michaels was there too. They were only like kind of like coming there to see them. Like, I would come there to see Stone Cold and The Rock. I wouldn't come there to see Triple H. Triple H is a great wrestler, don't get me wrong. But like around that time, bro, and they were still wrestling, bro. I'll take Stone Cold over the God damn it. I'll take Stone Cold and The Rock over him at that time at any moment.
Teams in the main event picture who weren't getting any fan reactions. It always comes down to what the head booker wants to deliver on TV, and to say it's exclusively about popularity and ticket sales is completely disingenuous. Triple H would go on to say that if somebody is getting more over than somebody else, he needs to move them into the spot. He would even add that it's not just linked to the crowd reaction.
LA Knight. Bro, he's literally getting over. Still, the fans are just behind this nigga. They staying behind this nigga. No matter like what y'all do to try to phase him out, they're still staying behind him. And you guys have not gave him a push. Y'all got him in a program with Roman right now, but like I doubt he's gonna win.
He has to determine whether they're going to be good in their spot. If somebody's getting over more than somebody else, we move that person into the spot, move the other person down. But it's not just that. It's not just they're getting the loud crowd reaction. Are they going to be good in the spot? Are they going to hold up their end of the bargain? Are they going to screw up if we give it to them? Now, when Triple H said this, fans instantly knew who he was talking about. He was talking about LA Knight. Knight has been one of the most over acts in the company for years now, and he still hasn't made a world title reign. It's been theorized that Triple H has a personal dislike of Knight, and this was literally seen on screen with a tense exchange on WWE Unreal. Knight breaks the mold as he's very much like CM Punk was during his initial run, where he spoke his mind, and when he does media, he will openly speak out regarding how lackluster his booking is. Triple H won't like this, and Triple H is clearly talking about Knight here. It was also rumored that Triple H may not like the amount of times LA Knight has botched spots over the years. Yet if WWE can give countless pushes to Jey Uso, who botches on a number of occasions, Knight can easily receive a reign.
I'll be somewhat always against the Jey Uso hate because he's bro. It got to a point where people were just hating just to agree and dick ride other people's opinions. I didn't like that, but yeah, I can get somewhat of the Jey Uso hate, honestly. And I can understand people's opinions. I'm not just like a one entity of just like not understanding, just be like, oh, you're a dick rider. No, I can understand why, you know, some shit goes wrong. Cause like, yeah, Jey Uso botching, I can understand this opinion, like coming straight forward to like compared to, you know, LA Knight. Like, you know, LA Knight made a few mistakes and like, y'all don't push him for that, but you push Jey.
Now finds himself in a world title feud with Roman Reigns, and whilst it's fantastic to see Knight in this role, it's all but guaranteed he's going to lose. The interesting thing about this feud is that Reigns is missing a ton of TV dates next month, so WWE has clearly booked Reigns with Knight, so Knight can build a world title PLE match by himself. Therefore, it's rather interesting that WWE trusts LA Knight to carry a major program by himself, but they don't trust him enough to have a reign as world champion. So how do talent succeed? The game would continue by sharing his personal experience running WWE Creative. He stated that he's seen talent succeed because of what they do, not because of creative. I've seen a million talents succeed because of what they do, not because of our storyline created that they gave them the spot. 99% of the time in this business, the person gets over, then gets the push. That's how it works. That's how it's supposed to work. You got to do then, we follow it, because otherwise, most of the time, they will choke on it if it's not what the fans believe in. And this makes absolutely no sense.
Jesus Christ, now I see why he's getting back like a fucking backlash and exposed right now. Like, you're saying all of this. See, this is, like I said at the beginning of the video, a bunch of talking out of his ass with a bunch of just bullshit. You think the fans are just so stupid and won't call you out for your bullshit, bro? Come on, HH. Jesus, man. Like, bro, this is like a far tell from like what he was doing before. I think he was just so, you know, kind of used to the fans giving him so much praise in the beginning, and he's just so used to that. But he's just not used to all this negativity, and a lot of people calling him out on his bullshit now.
Sense whatsoever. Triple H is basically saying that talent can succeed without the creative team getting behind them. And how the hell is this supposed to work in practice? If a wrestler is becoming popular, but they aren't being featured in major storylines, how the hell is that supposed to ultimately lead to a push? Right now, Triple H is really starting to act and sound like Vince McMahon in certain aspects of his booking philosophy. When McMahon ran WWE, he resented the fact that wrestlers got over on their own. Names such as Daniel Bryan, Rusev, Zack Ryder, and even names such as Becky Lynch weren't WWE manufactured acts in the sense that they weren't supposed to get over to the level they did. When it comes to names such as Daniel Bryan, McMahon loathed the fact that Bryan got over on his own, so much so that he purposely tried to manipulate the audience and have the Big Show take over Bryan's gimmick. Naturally, it backfired, and due to the crowd response, WWE had no choice but to commit to Bryan being the guy for a brief period. Well,
it's crazy as hell that you try to get the Big Show to do that. I'm not saying Paul White is not talented, but you try to shove the Big Show of all people into that role after flip-flopping for years. Like, that proves that around that time he just didn't have like the main event talent to just try to take over that role. It was a pretty shitty thing to do to try to like phase out Bryan.
Whilst nothing like this has happened yet in the Triple H era, it'd be interesting to see how LA Knight would be booked if he ever receives a run with the world title. Will Triple H purposely sabotage the reign, or will he let him shine?
Maybe.
Triple H finished his comments by stating that if a wrestler wants a spot, they just need to take it. Naturally, this has also led to criticism, as again, if wrestlers aren't featured in roles, how are they supposed to take a spot? It's not possible in any way, and Triple H has been around long enough to know that this isn't how pro wrestling works, and it will never be how the pro wrestling world works. The game will then ask if any of the names fans are rooting for are more over than the list of names, and this once again brought the discussion back to LA Knight. Big believer in if you want the spot, go take it. It's all there for anyone to take. Whenever anybody says, I don't know why I'm not in that spot, are you more over than Cody? More over than Roman? Punk? Liv? EO?
Yes.
People in that spot? Yeah.
I'm sorry, LA Knight's on that level. LA Knight's on that level, bro. Like, if, yeah. Or with Don last year, he caught like some good ass fire, bro. And you guys didn't do nothing with that. And yeah, he contradicted himself when he said that right there, bro. It all leading to LA Knight, bro. I'm sorry if I'm dick riding, but like, nigga, bro, it's just been, the writing has been right there.
There. Make those crowd reactions. Whatever you need to make it happen, that's what we're all here for. And Knight is without a doubt as over as any of these names listed.
Exactly.
You can even argue that names such as Finn Balor, Penta, and Chad Gable are over as some of the names Triple H referenced here. Fans have also been quick to call out Triple H's booking of Bron Breakker. Breakker was incredibly over with the crowd, and just a year ago, he could literally receive a thunderous reaction just by looking at the camera in a certain way. Breakker has been demoted to a lackey in the vision, and whilst it looks like he's going to be rebuilt with a program with Obafemi, Triple H needs to address why the company has dropped the ball with him so hard. At one point in time, he was being labeled as the next John Cena. In 2026, he's been eclipsed by Obafemi in every single way. The chances of Breakker now becoming the face of the company.
I'm not gonna lie, bro. I've been feeling like, yeah, Oba has really took over, bro. It's good to see like Oba in there, but like, I feel like there's a way to like put like Bron Breakker in the fold also, but you just gotta like tell it right, bro. They just haven't been doing a good job of it. But like Oba, he really been over, bro. He has like a little strut. He got the little strut gimmick, bro. Like that's what kind of like more getting him a little bit over more, and like his presence in overall wrestling right now is good.
Extremely slim. Yeah, who knows where the trajectory of WWE is going to go? So what is Triple H's mentality? The game would note that he loves the mentality of wrestlers being upset, as it makes them work harder. This comment is also short-sighted, as it doesn't always happen. CM Punk was upset in 2014, and he walked out of the company, which of course didn't lead him to working harder in any capacity. Dominic Mysterio, despite last year being one of the most over acts in the entire company, now finds himself in a rut. Mysterio defeated John Cena in Cena's final PLE match last year, and since then, his career has gone downhill. Mysterio is now showing up to SummerSlam looking completely dejected as he's about to wrestle a comedic character in a gimmick, something straight out of WCW 2000. It's been reported that Mysterio is legit upset with WWE creative, and he doesn't understand why his Triple H presentation is so much different. Mysterio is even referencing his dissatisfaction with his booking via X, and it looks like WWE is now punishing him with a losing streak on television. What's Triple H's reasoning for this? He stated at SummerSlam.
Bro, punishing somebody because they feel like they should just like deserve to do better, and the fans also think that too, is just wild work. If that, I mean, if that is true, how they're presenting him, and this is such a shitty thing to do, bro. Come on, man. Because like Dom has been catching fire, and moments has just been leading up to it. So I think he should honestly just get the Money in the Bank. That's my opinion. Some people may not agree with it, but I honestly think he should get the Money in the Bank. Maybe that'll turn everything around. Don't pull some bullshit, or even LA Knight should get it, bro. Don't put some bullshit by giving Jay it. Don't put some bullshit by giving somebody it for like 2 seconds that do not need it. Like Seth Rollins, he did not need that bullshit.
That a wrestler just needs to get over and have good matches. Mysterio was doing just that, so what's the excuse? The game would likely try to incorporate X factors such as injuries into his answer, yet virtually every name he mentioned as being insanely over have suffered major injuries, and they didn't remotely lose their place on the card. Ultimately, it was just a stupid answer from Triple H that doesn't hold up in any capacity. Triple H should have probably said that he understands the frustration from names such as Priest, and he will do his best to give talent opportunities with the TV time the WWE's allocated. He could have even put Priest and other names over by addressing their work in a positive manner, and he could have spun it to make it look like he has one insanely over roster, and everyone could be next to reach the top. Triple H just can't seem to handle these questions from the media. It's hardly a surprise that he tries to deliver as few as humanly possible. What do you guys think of Triple H?
Yeah, but I think right now he's just doing too much, and he just needs to stop yapping at these whole things. And I get why he's putting on a few of them now. Honestly, he needs to turn this around. My opinion, he needs to turn this whole thing around and work on these superstars, like, and just stop yapping and like do what you say you do. Because like, when you say all of this shit, you just sound like you're bullshitting. You just sound like the fans just look like they're being lied to. I don't enjoy that, bro. I don't enjoy being lied to as a fan of WWE. Also, you saying this is how they get over, and they're doing this exact thing, and you're not pushing them. You're pushing the same old like talent back and forth. And it's just, I mean, yeah, I feel like Roman's overpushed. Unpopular opinion, popular opinion. I'm sorry, Roman's overpushed, bro. I get he's over right now, but like, I feel like he can go a while without a championship, honestly. But I guess money matches are just always on the line. But like, you can make money matches with these people. You can make money matches with LA Knight, Dominic Mysterio. Maybe even like a surprise ass Money in the Bank victory will literally like turn this whole thing around. That's what my plan would be. I would probably honestly let one of those fresh ass names win the Money in the Bank championship, and at some point in time throughout the year, pull the trigger and like do something new in the main event, and it'll freshen that shit up and make a couple of like WWE talent like part of the fold. Yeah, but honestly, that would be my plan. But honestly, yeah, he just needs to just stop talking at these whole things, because like I said, I feel like he's just too used to the positive thing from years ago when people were glazing the shit out of him. Oh my god, Triple H is booking, especially from the NXT days, but he's just not used to them not being on his side. But hey, let me know what you guys think of this below. What do you think about this Triple H thing? Do you think he's a hypocrite? Do you think he needs to start really pushing these talents before the years go by and it's too late? But go like a WrestleLamia's original video and check it out. It'll be linked in the description. I'll catch you guys in the next video. We are on the road to 900.
He was the best guy around.
What about the people he murdered?
What murder?